Right. So I know I'm late, man. I know I'm late, and normally I do a breakdown of each character in the trailer, but there wasn't like a whole heap for each one. So this video might go a little bit longer than normal, but also don't forget, guys, in over 12 hours ish time, be announcing the winner for some lucky fellow or fellowess who will get the Steam PC version of Mortal Kombat 1 Premium Edition. So yes, it's very cool. So anyway, let's watch the trailer and then we'll get into it.
Having liberated the hourglass and become keeper of time, I was free to craft a new era of peace.
As long as I've known you, you've dreamed of leaving things young.
Is it so wrong to want some excitement?
The time draws near for the grand martial arts tournament between Earthrealm and the Outworld.
It has begun.
You are woefully unprepared, Earthrealmer. This will be your last battlefield.
Two Johnnies, one timeline.
Man, this has mega hit written all over it.
Inferior clans who will fall to the Lin Kuei. There will be spoils in this war.
Let us win it first, brother.
I will aid you.
If you fight tomorrow, the symptoms of your disease could manifest. Katana will take your place.
There are already whispers she should replace me as your heir.
Your race can shapeshift.
I am your deliverer, Shang Tsung. Join me, and I will put the realms at your feet. I found my destiny.
The threat you pose ends today.
So that's pretty cool, right? That's a pretty good. That's a big trailer too. That's like 4 minutes. 4 minutes exact, right? So I've watched this a number of times. I was going to cover it last night. I was so tired, man. I'll do it in the morning, right? You know, save the best till last. Right? We got pretty good look at 3 characters. One we've known since the beginning, which is Melina, right? And of course Reiko. And we've known about Shang Tsung's existence, but we have barely seen anything at all, right? So this is a good shot, man. This is a good shot, right? That's a thumbnail shot. Right now, and that's a good shot too. So yeah, so this is some Melina gameplay in Shang Tsung's lab, or flesh pits, whatever they call it. It kind of, I know it sounds like a weird thing to say, it actually looks like she's slowed down. She doesn't look as fast as previous games. Maybe that's a good thing. I don't know, maybe I'll get in there and it'll be fine. So when I say that, I'm not worried that she's slowed down, right? I'm not against that at all, right? We get a little bit more Scorpion. I tell you what, man, like Scorpion, oh, God, he's one of those characters we barely see. I like how fast this flicks, man. Look at this, right? He's kind of, rather than like the full sort of like, you know, throw like that, it kind of makes more sense because it would be light, right? Just sort of like, kind of like, yeah. Anyway, I like that. It's very cool. And I'm going to do a lot of this sort of breakdown stuff when I do get into the character moves, special moves and stuff like that. So obviously Shujinko is going to be the type of, he just copies the main, right? So whoever your main is, they'll copy, like he'll copy, right? So, and interesting, and this is what I was thinking this the other day, right? And I thought this is, there's the boy, right? What I really liked actually was the fact that the Outworld looks purple at night again, right? So like during the day in this particular scene, it is all desert and canyon and stuff, you know, but as soon as it goes nighttime, as you can tell, it's got like all the purple on it, which is really cool, right? So I dig that. I'm glad they did that. Now, the chat has ended the chat. Now I've seen some people claim through certain plumbing issues that this dude is boring, right? I will be the judge of that. But yeah, he's definitely just rocking that. You know, it kind of reminds me of a little bit. Sort of, I know it's not exactly, but it just gives me like big Roman armor type vibes. I know I'm probably not doing that right, but he looks badass. He almost looks like an exact one-to-one copy to a degree of how he used to look, right? And no doubt we'll get different outfits. Now he does have a dagger, right? So he's definitely rocking the general, like eventually General Reiko vibes, you know, because he'll replace Shao as General, and then Shao will naturally ascend to Khan. But he's definitely rocking that, just like, yeah, I'm not taking no shit. I'm not taking no crap, man, right? And you'll see in the set, he's actually got 2 weapons. I'm assuming that his projectile will be centered around his blade, right? Which is pretty cool. He just looks badass, right? But we don't see much of him, you know. He's got like a slide move here. Somebody apparently in the MK10 comics or something, he glowed red or something, or whatever. You know, there's Raiden doing a pirouette. Look at this bum. Look at this bum just sitting there, not even watching, right? Our boy Reiko, who after all this time's come back, he's just sitting there. What a punk, right? So he's got like a slide move, it looks like, and then I don't know if that's enhanced move where he rolls back and grabs you into a throw. So I do like that. He's like, you know, for the army, right? He's got now that headbutt Could be Kano related, but it sort of reminds me a little bit of his headbutt that he did with the Shao Kahn helmet, except without the helmet. You know what I'm saying, right? So, there's Darius. There's the spear throw, man. Right? Again, like, this is the thing. Like, he's part of the army. Do you know what I mean? So they're gonna be using weapons like spears and stuff like that, not so much hammers. You know. So I mean, it's not like, you know, it's not Dwarven army in Middle Earth, right? So, but anyway, it's pretty cool. He throws it, you know, it turns him into a, you know, what do they call it? Skillet him. Not skillet, it's a skillet. They're gonna spit, that's it, right? And then we get some, obviously, you know, we've got to pay Megan Fox again, so we've got her in the trailer. Looks great. This all the stages really carry this game too, man. I tell you what, it looks really good. So it's so strange not having Scorpion as a front and center show-off character. It's really strange. So there we go. We got Van Damme, right? In that's actually I think that's the main menu stage, right? Would be cool if that was the stage, like the main menu was actually a fighting stage. That'd be kind of cool, actually, as a stage you could fight on, right? 2 Johnnies, 1 timeline. Didn't show too much because he only just had a launch trailer. Yeah, well, you already got paid, bro. Like, come on. Right, new ways to fight. Doesn't name it though, but this is Invasions, right? So, and it shows off some of the mini games. You got like jumping puzzles, right? You got like, there's the dojo with some of the Shaolin in there, which is cool. Johnny's Mansion, and then of course the test your might stuff. You get a little bit of Havoc, just a little bit, right? And you can see like it's obviously invasion mode because they've changed, like the name changed to something generic, right? So there he is in the background filming it. That's one of the outfits you can actually get, I believe. I think it's a horror outfit, so. Then we've got new alliances. We actually hear a little bit, you know, a little bit more talking from Scorpion as well, right? This is a great shot. There's a lot of thumbnail prawn in this, right? So saying that you know, Melina can't compete in the tournament because if you do, then you'll like essentially like reveal that you have this particular disease. It's actually good hearing. I know there's some weirdos on Twitter that love her whole raspy voice crap. I don't like. Yeah, it's obviously that way for a reason, but I'm kind of over it. So it's actually good to hear a normal voice. Look at the giant ass lips on these chicks, man. They got some Botox or something in our world, right? Now this, right? Now this is a shot here. When I looked at it, I thought, dude, this has got to be PC graphics. This thing is crisp. I mean, I know modern consoles can do crispy, but man, this is super crisp. Look at this. This is like really like intimately detailed. It's so good, and it's all nice and slow and stuff, so you get a good look. I don't know, man. It just gave me like, whoa, PC vibes, right? So there's Chronic Itch, and then finally, we actually get to see a little bit of the Shungers, right? So we see a few of these things in the temple area. They're not lit up, but obviously that one is lit. They look like, I don't know, statues or something. This is obviously the Dragon King army, dude. Come on, man. Right? Come on, dude. Look, it's even got the teeth. Right? That's such a badass shot, you know. Now remember, Stay away from preschools. So here we go. We actually get, for the very first time outside of the very first reveal, because if you remember, if you go back to the original video, the first reveal, it actually showcased Shang Tsung doing some nasty stuff, but it was all very fast and just sort of basically like kill modes. We actually get to see some actual footage of him fighting, right? Which is pretty cool. And I'll be honest, I actually think he looks amazing, right? Obviously his claws are... Dude, look at those special effects, man, right? Now, you can see the flaming skulls look really good. This is fast, dude. Like, these come out really fast. This dude had, like, Viagra in his hands, right? He just, like, boned up. Now, what's really interesting here is that there's a couple of things, first and foremost. When he calls in his cameo, right, he instantly transforms into his old, like, makeup. Now, there's two story arcs here. Either he is old, becomes old. There's leaks from the plumbing department that talk about how, you know, he... something, and then it causes him to go something geriatric, right? Maybe. I don't know. I checked the logbook of the plumbing department, right? Anyway, so maybe that. However, it looks like it's uncontrolled. Maybe. Because once the cameo has done his thing, then, like, he's fighting now as old. Now, he's got his ground eruption. Now, this is really interesting, too. Check these graphics out. So, it looks like a launcher, maybe. Is he in... Oh, no, he's in the air when he does it, right? So, he's in the air. He can do, like, a ground eruption from that. Look at the flames off his hands there. That's pretty good. I do like little details like that, you know. It's all in details, man, right? Right. So, and what I wanted to point out was that when he shoots it, right? So he shoots it, and then you can see the skull. As it hits the ground, it kind of like shatters into like other pieces of bone that you don't find in your skull. To be honest, that's classic Mortal Kombat. You know when you blew someone up in classic MK games and there was like 5,000 rib cages and 20 femur bones and stuff, right? So it's obviously that's a pop-up. I'm curious about whether or not that will be a I'm curious about whether or not that will actually be something you can perform from the ground as well. That'd be kind of cool, right? So he's got a morph. He's got a player morph, which looks great, nice and quick, right? I'm assuming that's on purpose, not automatic, because I think that'd be terrible gameplay design. And his intro here is badass. He just comes in swinging, man, right? He's all about the End of the Dragon vibes, man. He's all, that's awesome. Look at Striker there, man. He's badass, right? So yeah, it's a pretty good trailer. I know a lot of people, and there's a Reiko fatality, right? I know a lot of people are concerned about the fact, and I am too, I'm a bit bummed out, right? Because they kind of like, they shoehorn Shang Tsung and Reiko into the story, like into the launch trailer, right? Their marketing is all over the place, just, you know, all over the place, man, right? But otherwise, it's good to see, even though it's a little bit, but when I do stream the game when it first launches on Friday morning, I am going to what do you call it? Apart from choosing Scorpion first, definitely Reiko. I think I'd like load up Reiko, man. Try him out. So now there is one more combat cast. When's that combat cast coming out? When's that? Does anyone remember? It's not later tonight, is it? Or is it tomorrow? I don't know. Anyway, they might show off some stuff, right? They might show off some stuff, perhaps. Now, there's something interesting here too, you'll notice, right? She's obviously got her side moves, but there is a very interesting move here, right? See how she's just about to stabby his footsies, right, to pin him to the ground, right? Watch her arms. She actually grows to cut blades. Right? Now I'm assuming that's only coming out in that particular type of move, like a throw or whatever, right? Not full time. So you kind of, you do, dude, what a badass man, right? He just came from the local BDSM convention. He runs it, you know, because he's the day, right? You know what I'm saying? Right? Anyway, looks badass, man. It's gonna be cool to see if we get some also. I have seen, and also in the plumbing department, in sort of like the pipe aesthetic area of certain different types of aesthetics you can get for some of these particular plumbing pipe issues. Oh God, it's so ambiguous with this sort of crap, right? And a lot of them do look pretty badass. It's really good to see more of a focus on skins rather than gear pieces, which I'm very happy about, right? But he does look badass, right? We're mostly seeing some combos here. You know, I'm assuming that slide will definitely be that, and then it's kind of like either it's enhanced into the throw or it's not. So, but yeah, that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. So anyway, guys, I'll leave it there. Let me know what you think of the launch trailer, and yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.